Hello everyone. I tried to select a camera for different film types and purposes when I was making this list, and I kept coming back to this little point and shoot by Fuji. Film photography can get very expensive very fast with the cost of film and the cost of developing that film. This little Fuji DL-7 I actually got for free, but it can be had for under $20 in almost everywhere, eBay and almost all the time. That's disposable camera cost territory without it being disposable, so it pays for itself very quickly. It has a flash, drop-in loading, which is very simple to load. Anyone can figure it out. It's small enough to fit into a pocket, and it is extremely light. It's the second lightest camera here. Now, onto the opposite end of that spectrum is the Mamiya Sekor 500 DTL. This is extremely heavy. You will not be fitting into any pockets. You could probably use it for self-defense, but like the Fuji DL-7, it can be had for very, very cheap. Again, I paid for under $20 for this with the lens, another $10 or so for the materials to replace the light seals inside it, which you don't need special tools to do so. There are plenty of guides on how to do that. This is actually the first camera I restored on this channel, so you could even watch my video doing it. You can do it in an hour or two at most. Most of the film I've shot this year has been on this camera, and I just enjoy it immensely. You can get a fully working model without having to restore it for probably around $30 even. You wouldn't have to spend that much more. It's definitely a jump up in photo quality from this little point and shoot. You can control the speed, your ISO. You can get good quality lenses. These are M42 screw mount lenses, and there's a plethora of them out there. It's a great point to start at for film SLRs. Almost all SLRs are set up this way. If you get this and you learn how to use, you're going to know how to use even a higher end brand. I would recommend this to anyone that wanted an SLR camera body. Moving on to something completely different. This is the Diana F+. This is the lightest camera here. This weighs almost nothing because it's completely plastic. It also shoots medium format 120 film. New versions of this can run you around $100, but I got this as an open box special edition off of eBay for I think $20. They can be gotten cheaper than that. I've gotten one for my wife for around $15. This is the camera I probably have the most fun with and is always in my car or in my camera bag. I take a lot of pictures of my family with it. Whenever I take it out in public, people ask me about it. It's super simple to use, no electronics, basically two moving parts. It's just something you can have with you at any moment. Film is a little bit more expensive for it. You don't get quite as many shots because it is larger format, but there are benefits to that as far as picture quality, though I don't know if I would really call that a thing you care about with these little plastic lenses. But if you're wanting to jump into medium format and those larger formats, this isn't a bad place to start. And lastly is a 620 film camera, which they do not make 620 film anymore. You buying 620 film, it's probably 120 film that's been hand cut and rolled onto 620 rolls. So it is more expensive, but the cameras themselves are extremely cheap. I got this with flash, with bulbs, with leather case, with a leather briefcase for under $20. And it is just magical to use. The pictures that come out of it, it's hard to describe the light leaks and just the artistic feel to them, but you can look up certain websites like lomography.com and search for Anscoflex IIs and you can see the various pictures. They are amazing and they do a lot of the hard work for you to make the image look good. So if I was going to suggest a camera to start with this summer, or a film camera to begin your, no doubt, soon-to-be obsession and collection, it would be one of these four cameras. You can get them and almost as throwaways replace them, and they're easy to use, easy to learn, and most importantly, a lot of fun.